Immortal Blood Part 1 by Anonymous. The Immortal Blood Part 1 by Anonymous. The moon and stars were hidden from sight, making that particular quiet night especially dark. The town guard had to carry torches to make their rounds, but the man who came to call at my chapel carried no light with him. I came to learn that Movar Panik could see in the dark almost as well as the light, an excellent talent, considering his interests were exclusively nocturnal. One of my acolytes brought him to me, and from the look of him, I at first thought he was in need of healing. He was pale to the point of opulence, with a face that looked like it had once been very handsome before some unspeakable suffering. The dark circles under his eyes bespoke exhaustion, but the eyes themselves were alert, intense, almost insane. He quickly dismissed my notion that he himself was ill, though he did not want to discuss a specific disease.
Vampirism,
he said, and then he paused at my quizzical look.
I was told that you were someone I should seek out for help understanding it.
Who told you that? I asked with a smile.
Tessina Gray.
I immediately remembered her, a brave, beautiful knight who had needed my assistance, separating fact from fiction on the subject of the vampire. It had been 2 years, and I had never heard whether my advice had proven effective. You've spoken to her? How is her ladyship? I asked.
Dead,
Movarth replied coldly, and then responding to my shock, he added to perhaps soften the blow.
She said your advice was invaluable, at least for one vampire. When last I talked to her, she was tracking another. It killed her.
Then the advice I gave her was not enough. I sighed. Why do you think it would be enough for you?
I was a teacher once myself, years ago, he said. Not in a university, a trainer in the Fighters Guild. But I know that if a student doesn't ask the right questions, the teacher cannot be responsible for his failure. I intend to ask you the right questions.
And that he did. For hours, he asked questions and I answered what I could. But he never volunteered any information about himself. He never smiled. He only instructed me with those intense eyes of his, committing every word I said to memory. Finally, I turned the questioning around. You said you were a trainer at the Fighters Guild. Are you on an assignment with them?
No,
he said curtly, and finally I could detect some weariness in those feverish eyes of his.
I would like to continue this tomorrow night, if I could. I need to get some sleep and absorb this.
You sleep during the day? I smiled. To my surprise, he returned the smile, though it was more of a grimace.
When tracking your prey, you adapt to their habits.